This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, if you didn't catch it, this weekend was the SNL season finale, Saturday Night Live, and final episode for a lot of the cast players.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in about 4 years.
Oh, we watch it weekly.
Do you watch it live?
No. It's on Hulu. So we usually watch it the day after or Monday or Tuesday or something like that.
Oh, so Saturday night, the day after, or Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's their follow-up show.
Tuesday night, not so live.
I'm even worse. I watch the videos on YouTube. They put pretty much everything on YouTube.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The only time I'll watch Saturday Night Live is if everyone's talking about a certain bit or a skit, and I'm like, okay, let me go find it on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I did with this, because I did not realize this was it for Pete Davidson, Kate McKinnon, A.D. Bryant, and Kyle Mooney. I did not know that all four of them were leaving.
Oh, dang.
Well, three of those four I've never heard of.
Aww.
No offense to them. That just shows how much I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. You would know Kate McKinnon if you saw her. You probably don't. Yeah, you don't know her by name, but you know her.
I almost thought I knew her, but then I realized, no, that's Nate McKinnon, hockey player.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. you know Kate McKinnon. She's so good.
She was in the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly. Which may not be the best. The best movie for you to see her in.
I heard good things about that.
I liked it. It was all right.
Yeah, I mean, I just
people think it's the worst thing in the world, and it really wasn't. But it wasn't as good as any of the other Ghostbusters movies.
No. But it wasn't because of Kate McKinnon. Kate's just great. She plays so many great characters. You always say that when somebody leaves Saturday Night Live, it's like, how are they going to replace that person? Because they do all these great characters, right. But then they go find people, and next thing you know, you got the new Kate McKinnon in a short amount of time.
Yeah, search. Yeah, her face looks very familiar.
And Pete Davidson, he gave a farewell, which I have to say, for as much as we think of Pete Davidson, or especially Steve, not being a big fan, this actually did touch me.
So are you officially leaving?
Yeah, man. Lauren accidentally gifted me a sock, so I'm free.
Harry Potter reference.
And then I remember when I auditioned for SNL, he looked me right in the eye and said, I don't think you're right for this show. So let's screw this up together. And that's exactly what we did. And that's why people who don't think I deserve this job shouldn't hate me, since we have so much in common. If anything, I should inspire hope, that literally anyone could be on Saturday Night Live. And I appreciate SNL always having my back and allowing me to work on myself and grow. And, thank you to Lauren for never giving up on me or, judging me, even when, everyone else was, and for believing in me and allowing me to have a place that, I could call home with the memories that'll last a lifetime. So thank you, guys.
Pete Davidson. Oh, he's starting to choke up a little bit there.
Just when I start liking the guy, he leaves Saturday Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never watch
that. That means he's going to be doing a lot of movies that you'll probably miss.
I didn't hate the Staten Island movie.
No.
King of Staten Island.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's got his own brand of comedy, and he's definitely quirky, socially awkward, it seems, and at least the way he presents things sometimes. And yet you could tell he really, Lorne Michaels, for 50 years has been involved in launching some of the greatest careers in comedy. And he did a rap about it actually, which then Eminem came out and just said, "You have to stop doing this."
I saw that. Eminem's like, "Just stop, just stop."
Yeah.
Like, come on, Marshall.
Yeah, no, you're done. Don't do this.
Dude, the older, I don't know if it's just maybe like as he's gotten older, I've grown to like appreciate him. But like the last couple comedy pieces that we found from him, like stand-up comedy special stuff, and then also these movies, like I don't know, maybe either I was like I just needed to grow into getting used to him, or he became less annoying to me. I don't know what it is, but I've grown to like it, like him, not it.
He's definitely an acquired taste.
Well, that, and I think and to Steve's point, I think he's also just grown up as a person the last few years. Like, he doesn't come off as D-baggy as he used to.
Right.
Like, nowadays, he's more just, like, real and relatable.
Or a goofy, dorky kind of guy with weird tattoos. So I see a lot of myself in him.
Yeah.
In that sense. And whenever you guys post, like, old pictures of me as, like a teen or a kid, everybody comments on it going, "This looks like a young Pete Davidson." I'm like, you can't beat him. You got to join him, I guess.
Maybe you guys are the exact same person. You don't even know it. Yeah, that's why, you know what I mean? Like, they always say that you like don't like people that are exactly like
He's a reflection of myself. And that's why I hated him. Damn it, I gotta go see a therapist now, Danny.
Oh, you're welcome.
Nice work, Danny.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, he's one of the lucky benefactors of this team celebrity culture that we're in right now. Because you've got and I really believe because we're such a divided world these days that it's really transferred itself over to celebrities where, okay, are you team Pete? Are you team Kanye? Are you team Amber? Are you team Johnny? Are you team Will Smith? Are you team Chris Rock? So there's this team mentality. And I think Pete Davidson's had a lot of people on his team because how he's handled this love triangle-y thing with, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. He's come out looking like a decent dude, more so at least than Team Kanye, and I think that's helped a lot. I think that a lot of people kind of, who were on the fence or didn't know much about Pete Davidson goes, man, if you really follow what he's saying and about this whole thing, he's trying to be cool, trying to tell Kanye to get help, and that made me like him a lot better.
Didn't he also send like a shirtless picture of himself in bed with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that too, yeah.
That's when I started liking him.
Yeah, see, so there's many reasons why. You like him for that. I like, we're Team Pete from different reasons.
He took the high road except for that one picture.
Yeah, and I will say it again, I am going to miss Kate McKinnon. She is one of my favorite performers out there today. And, I miss her on Saturday Night Live, but I hope I get to see her in other stuff.
I was going to say, she's either going to be in movies or she's going to have her own sitcom.
Yeah, she's so good. God, she's so damn talented. I watch her and I go, if I could be like, a tenth as talented as Kate McKinnon, man, maybe I could make something of myself. She's just so good. And she does so many different things. I mean, she's so good. Well, Steve, we found out through you that a man was arrested for drinking and riding a horse.
What? This is news to me.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. No, I guess we really did find this out through you. So Steve, even though it's news to him, is going to give that news to us. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. We got a brand new BJ and Migs shirt in the Rock Shop. I think you're going to love this if you love Wordle.
Oh, that's right. I saw the Reverend Fuego rocking it at Crypticon.
Hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they got to see him in like less than 5 tries. It was great. They were very happy about it.
He hung out with the girl from Chucky.
Yeah, Fiona Dourif. She's hot.
Wow. That was when I saw the picture, I was like, who's the Rev hanging out with? Who's this hot chick? And then I was like, oh, it's one of the girls from Chucky.
Yeah, that's right. Some of us know her from Dirk Gently as well.
Totally.
Yeah.
Jerk Gently?
Dirk. Oh. Not Jerk Gently. That's a whole different thing.
I mean, it's a weird follow-up after what the Rev said.
Well, whether you like Chucky or you like to jerk gently, this shirt is perfect for you. It's the BJ and Migs Wordle shirt.
It's comfortable at all times.
Perfect for gentle jerking, yes. Get the BJ and Migs Wordle shirt. You can get it right now at the Rock Shop at KISW.com.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Kia of Puyallup for giving us the Migs Report. And today, Happy National Lucky Penny Day.
Oh.
You see, kids, once there was a form of currency called the penny. And it was the value of 1 cent.
Whoa.
Yeah, wow.
I have
I don't
one
know
of those. No, I don't.
I
do.
You have a penny?
Yeah.
Look at that. Danny's the lucky one today.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I actually touched a penny.
Yes, it would have to be the last time I used cash and I got change that needed a penny. And I'd be like, what am I going to do with this? And I put it like in my little console of my car.
Yeah.
Where all my pennies are.
And, someday you'll need them. Someday you're going to be like, can this be enough to pay for what I need?
So what makes it, what's the lucky penny? Is it heads up or tails up?
Heads up.
Heads up.
Okay, if you see a heads up penny on the ground, pick it up because it's lucky.
Yeah,
And if you see it tails down, what happens?
you kick it down the street.
Yes.
Oh.
You throw it at another person.
Yep.
And then that person is deemed unlucky.
True.
See, as a young person where the penny meant something, I would never kick it down the street. It's like, look, that's a damn penny. That can get me closer to a comic book.
Right, 4 more of these and I could get some gum.
Woo!
Remember the 5-cent gum?
Yeah, I remember that.
See, kids, once there was a time where gum only cost 5 cents. All right, today's also a very special day.
I like turtles.
It's World Turtle Day.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to all of our show friends. That's
I
right.
like
Hop
turtles.
on. There you go.
There you go.
Hop on, Donnie. Have a great day.
Also today, maybe get yourself some taffy because it's National Taffy Day. Might I recommend going online and ordering from Dolly's Candyland the saltwater taffy that they have, the peanut butter flavor. It's next level.
It's a big day today, man. With some of the S days that we have with celebrations, we have 3 cool things in this one:
turtles, pennies, and taffy.
Nice.
Oh my.
Okay, Dorothy.
We go from turtles, pennies, and taffy to an Amish buggy driver that just got arrested because, well, it must have been Rumspringer. Remember, we learned about that from that great movie Sex Drive? Rumspringer! Well, apparently this 21-year-old man in Ohio named Nathan, he was charged with DUI because, well, he was riding a horse on an Amish buggy on the wrong side of the road. Oh. Well, the cops, they show up and like, what the hell is going on? Well, eventually they noticed that Nathan was drunk and he passed out in the buggy. So, yes, he was arrested for OVI, which is operating a vehicle impaired, because technically it is a vehicle.
But it's funny they don't call it driving, though. I guess he's not driving. He's just operating.
He's operating this vehicle. The horse is driving at the end of the day, of course.
Of course.
Here's some audio of the incident playing out between Nathan and the deputies as they're trying to gain control of the vehicle.
Got a drunk Amish guy passed down the buggy. Whoa! Hey! Wake up! There's a Bud Light can sitting in there, and he passed clean out.
That's what he did to me.
He'll go home. The horse knows how to get home. He's passed clean out. He's slumped over. I'm gonna see if I can get in front of him and slow down. We might have it stopped. Nope. Disregard. He just rammed it into my car.
Disregard. Okay. But the funny part was, he was like, okay, let's take him in. The horse will figure out how to get home. It knows its way.
Yeah. That's why I thought, this isn't going to end well if you let the horses free. And then it didn't.
Yeah, I was just like, when I heard that, all I could think was,
City folks just don't get it.
True. Yeah. The horse will drive itself. It's like a Tesla.
He'll be fine. Yeah.
I am Mr. Ed. All right, let's head to Florida, where a woman was arrested after crashing into several cars. And, well, the interesting thing that she came up with a way to get away from the officers that are trying to catch her, she threw a snake at them.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't a real snake. It was a rubber snake. Yeah, she's trying to take off. There's 3 police cars trying to follow her. She crashed into one vehicle. It caused it to flip. It injured 3 people. And then instead of surrendering, like you'd think she would when she got out of the car, she threw what they thought was a real snake at one of the deputies. And then they figured out, thankfully it was just a rubber snake. But, I mean, geez, that could have been a lot worse for her if they thought that this was an actual snake and they just pulled out a gun and shot her.
And it could have. I mean, I'm happy that it wasn't a real snake either for the deputies. People forget.
The poor snake doesn't want to be thrown around as a weapon.
I hadn't thought about the snake. You're right. That poor guy.
Yeah,
but luckily he wasn't real.
No, you know what also isn't real?
Birds.
The Mariners. I don't believe they're a real baseball team.
Yeah, that. Oh,
and you're right, Red Birds aren't real. They're just drones. Wow. Maybe the Mariners are just drones, and their job is to make every other team look better, because that's exactly what they did for your stupid Boston Red Sox. They lost all of the games against Boston. They lost yesterday 8-4. So they lost yesterday 8-4. Then they also lost 6-5. Then 7-3, and also 12-6. I'm thinking pitching might be a problem these days against those stupid Red Sox.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because a couple of those games they could have won, they just gave them away.
Yes.
It really. And the Red Sox did their best to try to give a couple of those games away. And so even though it was a sweep, as a Red Sox fan, I looked at it and thought, you are lucky to get a couple of those games. The Mariners just gave them to you.
Well, up next, they're at home, finally back after this road trip. They're taking on the Oakland A's, who are slightly worse than us, so I'd expect the same results.
All right, so we're going to turn it around, right? Or are we? Maybe not. No.
And then the Sounders lost yesterday to the Colorado Rapids, 1-0.
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, I guess some good news in Seattle sports. The T-Birds, they tied up their series in WHL Western Conference Finals against Kamloops. They ended up winning the game 4-1. So that series is tied at 1 game apiece. Ooh. They're now coming home to the ShoWare Center. 2 for Tuesday tomorrow. So 2 tickets for the price of 1, 2 beers for the price of 1, and so on and so forth.
Nice.
So if you want to go show some love for the T-Birds, it's going to be rocking tomorrow over at ShoWare Center.
Let's do it.
The Storm won over the weekend, so at least they won a game. I mean,
they do have winning ways.
And I feel bad saying this because you never want to see a guy get cut and see his hopes of becoming a professional athlete thwarted. But it's a big win for our show because, well, BJ, you were high on Levi, and it's now time to say bye-bye to Levi. You lost the bet, BJ. If you don't know what we're talking about, the Seahawks released undrafted quarterback Levi Lewis, which pretty much confirms that he will not be the starting quarterback for the Seahawks, as BJ predicted. Thus, you owe me food.
This happened really early, man.
We're not even in training camp.
I know.
And they already said, you know what, we don't even want anything to do with this guy.
They heard about the bet.
What did he do that they were like, wow, we thought you were good enough to draft, but forget about it?
He urinated in Pete Carroll's Cheerios.
Yeah. Whoa.
Personally, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I know that where they he was undrafted, so they just said, yeah, we'll take a chance. But wow, what they just took a look at the guy and go, yeah, everybody was right. Don't bother with him.
Except for BJ. They probably heard you going crazy about him. Like, dude, if BJ thinks this is our guy, he's definitely not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fingers crossed, practice squad? Probably not.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe they'll put him on the practice squad, and then maybe
the practice squad is high on Levi.
Yeah. Well, it could be money issues. Who knows? Maybe you got to pay him a lot more money if he's actually on the. I don't know.
Or maybe he was just really terrible.
Right. I like how it could be money issues. Because those undrafted players, they demand a lot of money, BJ.
Yeah.
It's probably they just didn't deserve to be on the team.
Okay, you know what? You guys say what you want, but this saddens me. That was our future right there.
No. That was your
huge
future.
Mistake. I'm done with John Schneider. Yeah. You know what? He obviously doesn't know how to run a team. What's he ever done for this city?
I never get excited to hear someone lose their opportunity in anything. But and it's nothing against Levi Lewis. He's probably a really cool guy. But man, oh man, I was howling on Friday when I saw this. I was like,
yeah.
I never send text in our group chat for just random crap. But I was like, boom.
Yeah, you were there for that.
On the group chat. Hey, BJ.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I thought something was wrong when Steve sent a text and it was just that. I was like, dang.
Yeah, somebody took time. There's a lot of things he doesn't take time to do. Took time to do that.
Right. I stopped everything that I was doing.
Yeah.
It's like, Tatum, you need to wait a second.
You halted everything in your life.
Your dad needs to rub something in. Salt on the wound.
Yeah.
As far as weather, we're going to have 60 degrees, some rain later on today. Thanks to Beacon Plumbing, Heating, Septic, and Mechanical for the Miggs report. And that's what's up. Hi, on Levi, man.
Yeah, well, that's why I altered our bet to make so there wasn't going to be a steak dinner for both of us. It was because I just knew that the chances of Levi making it were very, very slim.
Which was a smart call on your part.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not completely stupid.
Yes.
Sure, I owe you you were like, it's time for a steak dinner. I'm going to go, you're going to get a steak McMuffin is what you're going to get.
That sounds delicious.
I know, right?
Yeah. I would order that steak McMuffin.
Can we go with a Whopper? Does that count as a good steak dinner?
The Whopper works. If you want a Whopper, you know what?
Yes,
you
I do. I do. Yeah. I now have been very lacking of my Whopper. I was very sad over the weekend.
I didn't want to hear about that. I think you should tuck that up with your couples counselor.
All I'm saying is in random small towns in Oregon, if the app says that you're open till midnight and I roll through at 11:40 in the evening, don't tell me you're closed.
Oh man.
Oh, that's not cool.
I was never felt more devastated. We just finished wrestling in Portland. We're all like, let's get Burger King. We need to hurry because it closes at midnight. We get there at 11:40 and the lady's on the box and there's no cars in the drive-thru. I'm like, this is like, we just hit the unicorn of all Burger Kings. No, she just says, we're closed. And, what do? You argue with the person at that point?
Yeah, they have all the keys.
Right. They're not going to be like, sir, you're right. Your phone said midnight. We'll stay open for you.
It is frustrating. You just wish that maybe because it's not the first time a fast food restaurant pretty much closes up shop early. And I know that they don't want to be there. I understand all of that. And at the same time, it's like, I mean, with all the technology we have, you literally saw that you could get there. And I think that, man, but I don't know if that means you got to pay employees more so that they want to stay there for their
pull
hours.
Pull up to the window and go into full Steven mode and be like, look at your app. It says closing soon. Let me speak to your manager.
No, you don't do that, Steve. Come on. You call 911. That's what you do.
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, the Oregon 911 hung up on us when we tried that. We tried, DJ.
Oh, you did try calling. All right, well. On Friday, Steve, he did get this one right.
Skippers and swallowtails are both kinds of what insect?
But that was nicknames on Gilligan's Island.
No.
It's called Marion. Butterfly.
Yes.
Wow.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know.
He was wearing his green bean shirt when he was answering that question. Wow. Hey. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do that at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.